Well, this will be game 7 on the broadcast schedule. Might have one more. You never know. Might have one in me. All right, here's what we got going on. We got Pine Bluffs and the Upton Lady Bobcats. Starting lineups are fueled by Essential Fuels in Torrington, where quality service meets competitive prices. Feeling hungry? Try one of their breakfast or lunch items. Made fresh, hot, and ready for you. Essential Fuels, your essential stop in Torrington. Well, broadcast before this, we saw Pine Bluffs just take advantage of a tired Lincoln Fort Laramie team. Really close that first one, 27-25. Got away from them, from Lincoln Fort Laramie in the second one. But that was their second game in a row. Now Pine plays 2 in a row, and they play a very good Upton team that has a very good middle hitter. Let's take a look at the Upton Lady Bobcats starting lineups. They're going to come out this way. Number 2, Holly Trandle. Number 7, the setter, Paige Mills. Number 9, Addison Gustav. Number 12, Lily Jackson. Number 14, Hannah Sturmel. And number 19, the middle that I was talking about, Bella Keller. Pine Bluffs is going to come out the same way that they came out against the Lady Doggers. They're going to go this way. Number 1, Brinley Lloyd. Number 2, Katie Bruns. Number 8, Avery Gray. Number 13, Inez Lazos. Number 22, Avery Sweeter. Number 23, Hattie Lerwick. And the libero is Kiefer Formstrom. Now, Upton does use libero. Traditionally, it is Piper Arthur. I think maybe they don't have a jersey number 8 on here, but it could be, by process of elimination, I've narrowed it down to probably Caden Siminer. So we're going to go with Siminer on this one. She is wearing the libero jersey. We'll see if she gets in. They did some funky changing around and stuff. Down official is checking the starting players on the floor to make sure they match the card. The Siminer, the libero, is going to come in for Bella Keller. Checking the down lineup, and for Pine Bluffs, looks like we're ready to go. We have a sub right away as Lily Jackson's coming in, or going out, and Peyton Wilson going in. Peyton did play for Lily in the contest against Lincoln Fort Laramie. Starting out serving is going to be Inez Lazos for Pine Bluffs, and we are ready to roll. Lazos to Wilson. Overpass. Bruns is going to take it, pop it down. Gustav pops it up and out of bounds. 1-0 Hornets. The other contest that we may have today is we may see Guernsey Sunrise versus Hannah Elk Mountain, or possibly Niobrara County versus Arvada Claremont. Those are the last 2, and we could get one. The other gym's rolling. I don't know where they're at. Lazos. And this one's going to be, Wilson's going to let that one go, and it's right next to her feet, so that's an ace. So 2-0 for the Lady Hornets. Lazos to Gustav. Mills to Garcia, who is checked in as well in the middle. Lerwick on the attack, off of Wilson's hands into the stands for the kill. So Upton playing some girls that haven't played yet today, which is good to see early in the season. You want to see what you have against, not against each other, but against a competitive team like Pine Bluffs. So we have really 2 new ones in Wilson and Garcia. That serve goes into the net, so it's a side out, 3-1. Back serving is going to be Mills, who is a sophomore setter. Lerwick to Bruns to Sweeter, cross court. Seminaire's there. Now Gustav on the attack. Goes right into the campfire. Formstrom puts her hand out and can't get there. Checking in for Lazos is going to be Reef Schneider. Lincoln Fort Laramie staying true to their lineup and substitutions. Formstrom on the serve receive. Bruns out to Lerwick, rolls the ball to Wilson. Mills going backside set to Sturmel. Gray's there. Riefschneider with nice coverage on a little bit of a dink. Now Garcia attack in the middle, blocked by Sweeter. Bruns going outside to Lerwick from 5 feet, touches the net. Gustav gets it off after it rolls off the net, and then Wilson can't get there, so score to kill for Lerwick. And just like that, Lerwick goes back to serve with a 2-point lead, 4-2 here in the first set. High floater to Gustav. Mills going to set outside to Sturmel. She put it into the net. Boy, long day of volleyball for everybody. And you can see the hops just aren't there like they were this morning when I was broadcasting some of these teams and watching some of these teams. Mills, backside set to Gustav. Goes cross court and gets Lerwick. Goes to her right, can't get her hands out in the platform to make the pass. So 5-3 CNA scoreboard, and Gustav will serve for the Lady Bobcats. Join us live on KGOS Sports on the YouTube channel. You can watch and listen at the same time, and it's synced up. Mills outside to Sturmel. Lerwick is there. Bruns going to Grave. Blocked up by Sweeter, and then Bruns sees a hole in the campfire and puts the ball in it. Good court awareness there by Katie Bruns, the setter. Avery Sweeter back serve and looks long, and Sturmel lets it go long. So side out. And here comes Bella Keller. The matchup with Bella Keller and Sweeter will be interesting, to say the least. It ought to be a good one. Gray, cross court. Sturmel there to Garcia there to pull it out. Formstrom. Now Lerwick on the attack from 12 feet. Popped up in the air by Mills. And Garcia can't handle it. So she'll come out. Sturmel will come back in. Lily Jackson, I'm not sure if she's injured or in the doghouse, but she's solid in the front row, and they didn't play her very much the last time I broadcasted them against, was it Lincoln Fort Laramie? And then I didn't see her. She's not playing this one. So here's Bruns, puts it in the net. 8-5 CNA scoreboard, and here comes Piper Arthur for Sturmel. She'll play the back row, and she'll serve. She was the starting libero in a contest when I actually had a break. And then started the first set against Lingle as the libero, not the second set. Here's Forsman on the serve receive. Bruns, backside set to Gray, goes cross. Nope, she goes line. And it's going to be called in. Nice spot by Avery Gray on that right side. She'll be back to serve. Seminaire puts it in the net, and Mills can't take it out. So that's an ace. 10-5 CNA scoreboard. Seminaire with a nice pass, and now Bella Keller with the attack. Gray is there. There's Lloyd on the attack. Nice dig. Keller with a little bit of a dink, popped up by Bruns. Formstrom to Lloyd, to Keller, Mills. She's going outside to Lily Jackson, who has checked in. And then right back at her, and it goes off her hand out of bounds. Point to the Lady Hornets. They're up 11-5 on the CNA scoreboard. Gray doing a nice job from the service line. There's going to be, I think, an ace. Nope, popped up in the air. Let's see if, I'll be darned. Arthur saved it. Now they're back on the attack with Jackson. Nice dig by Lloyd, and then the pass was in the net, and Bruns can't get it out of there. It was on the upper portion of the net. Almost needed to use a fist and punch it out. So Gray comes out, and Ashton Rigby, who played in the last contest against Lincoln Fort Laramie, comes in. Back to serve is going to be Wilson, who has checked in for Upton. There's a high floater to Formstrom. Bruns, backside set to Lloyd, down the line, off Wilson's hand for the kill. That line seems to be open for the Lady Hornets. They can just keep pounding it. They double them up 12-6. Formstrom, high floater in front of Wilson. Keller got out of the way. Wilson kind of got her feet stuck in the mud, it looked like, and then fell forward. And now we're going to have Donner come in for Wilson. Donner started or played a bunch against Lincoln Fort Laramie. Formstrom, short serve to Seminaire. Now Keller going cross court. There to dig it out is Rigby. Little dump over. Keller gets her hand on it. Now Arthur free balls it over. And there's a good attack by Lerwick off the hand of Bella Keller for the kill. It looks like, oh, this is not good. You've got an injury. It looks like for sure an ankle injury on Paige Mills. She's limping. So coming in is going to be Whitney Barrett, a sophomore. And Mills must have landed on somebody to twist her ankle, and she's limping pretty good. Tears in her eyes. So we got a new setter on the court for Upton. That'll be an adjustment for the hitters. Barrett saw some court action earlier, but not at the setting position. Get a lineup change or check, which is always a good idea when you have a sub come in. There's been some time in between. Girls forget where they were. Formstrom didn't. She's still back there ready to serve, and we're back on track. High floater to Donner, to Barrett. Keller popped up in the air by Bruns. Rigby. Then we got Lerwick hitting the corner line, back line, in front of Donner on a roll play from 9 feet off the net. Great spot there. 15-6 CNA scoreboard. There's Arthur with the little, tried to set it, but it really was to no one. Barrett gave chase. It had no chance to get there. So we've got a new sub coming in, and that is Ella Haas, a freshman coming in. I figured it must be a freshman as much as the girls were cheering for her when she came up to sub in. Formstrom in, high floater to Donner. Barrett jumps, tries to pop it up, goes over her head into the net. Scored an ace. (17-6). Pine comes out on fire here in this one. Just clears the net. Arthur dives for it, gets it up in the air. Then Barrett, and now Seminaire hits it long. And at 18-6, we're going to have a timeout by Upton. I'll take one too. I'll be back after this.
Platte Valley Bank. Buying a home is a big milestone, and at Platte Valley Bank, we're here to make it a little easier. From understanding your budget to securing the right mortgage, we guide you through every step of the way. With competitive rates and personalized support, we make home ownership easy, whether it is your first home or your next home. You've earned it. Now it's time to own it with a mortgage from Platte Valley Bank. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Looking for expert urologic care in your community? Dr. Matthew Rutman, board-certified urologist at Banner Health Torrington, specializes in comprehensive urologic and pelvic health, treating everything from bladder issues and kidney stones to pelvic pain and prostate issues. Dr. Rutman provides personalized, compassionate care right here in your community. Call Banner Health Torrington at 307-532-8758. Banner Health, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
Back to live action. We got Lazos with the pass over on the attack, and now Bella Keller. Here comes Lerwick on the outside. Seminaire's there. Good set. Bella Keller stuffed by Sweeter, and then saved by Lerwick, and then back into play by Formstrom. Heck of a play. Here comes Gustav. Catches the Ella Haas sleeping a little bit. Goes off her hand out of bounds. So side out. Seminaire's going to serve. Keller's coming out. Garcia checks in on the double switch, it looks like. Double sub. Serve goes to Formstrom. Haas sets. Puts it into the net. 18-8. Smart play getting your young setter some varsity time. You never know when you're going to need her. If she's your number 2, she's got to get on the court in varsity action. Here's Lerwick on the attack, and we're going to get a net call by Garcia. It went off Donner's hands and was going to be a kill regardless. So Lazos will serve. 19-8 CNA scoreboard. Hornets up here in the first set. And Donner just stood there, bent her knees, and it went off her hands out of bounds. And so now we're going to have the sub where Donner's going to come out and Peyton Wilson's going to come back in. Lazo serve to Wilson. She puts it out of bounds, out of the range of Barrett. Tried to run it down. 21-8. Lazos missed this one. Bad toss. Goes off her side of her hand and out of bounds. Checking in is Sturmel. Arthur checks out. She rotated to the front. They don't want her. She's not very tall in the front row. Second contact taken over by Haas. Now Barrett with the set, and then right back at him. Another Serrano has checked in. Didn't notice that one, and she gets the kill. 22-9. Gray checking in. There's a high floater by Lerwick, handled by Gustav. Now on the attack is Garcia, puts it into the net. Hattie Lerwick back serving with a 23-9 lead. Pine just on cruise control here in the first set, and that's an ace in front of a diving Gustav. We're at set point. I think both teams are they're tired, but especially Upton looks just beat. There's a pass by Seminar. Sturman can't get there, neither can the setter Barrett. That's set one. Pine wins this one going away, 25-9. I'll be back with set 2 after this. We listen to some of those sports boosters.
Bear Mountain Beef is your go-to for all of your USDA beef, hog, lamb, and goat processing. Located in Hot Springs, they're the premier USDA processor in the area. Give them a call today to book your next appointment, 307-338-2751, or visit their website, bearmountainbeef.com, 338-2751. Bear Mountain Beef, a cut above the rest.
Blodorns in Torrington is proud to have been serving the area for over 100 years. At Blodorns, they believe that the essence of your legacy can be found not only in the things you build and leave behind, but through the relationships you create along the way. That's why you can trust the friendly staff for help with any project. They have the building supplies you need from start to finish. Shop online today at blodorns.com. Blodorns, products you need, people you trust.
Bluffs Car Care would like to wish the Hornet student athletes the best of luck. Remember Bluffs Car Care for all of your automotive needs. From tricycles to dozers, they'll get you covered. From brakes to major motor repair, and they handle all tires including ag. Bluffs Car Care at 700 Parsons Street in Pine Bluffs. And go Hornets!
The Bluffs Veterinary Clinic in Pine Bluffs offers the best professional medical care for your animals. Whether livestock or personal pets, can count on quality of care that your animals deserve. When it comes to ensuring recovery from surgical or non-surgical treatments, Dr. Shane, Nicodemus, and Bliss utilize the latest in care technology, as they know how much your pet means to you. For complete veterinary care, call Bluffs Vet Clinic at 245-9263. That's 245-9263.
As the seasons change, so do our banking needs. At Points West Community Bank, we have the experienced staff to help you year-round. From planting in the spring, growing in the summer, and harvest in the fall, we have you covered. Our local ag officers specialize in the agricultural needs of our community and take the time to learn your individual operation one-on-one. Stop in and see us today to meet with our ag lenders to discuss your seasonal and year-round operating needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Pine Bluffs, 205 West 2nd Street. Call 245-3900.
Well, we're going to bring you set 2, Pine Bluffs and Upton. Upton will have the serve. Donner's going to be the server. And Arthur back at libero. Pretty obvious. Upton still working out their rotations, trying to figure out what everybody's going to do and when. And we are ready and underway here in set 2 to Formstrom. Bruns to Sweeter. Just gets it over. Trying to get it off the ground with Sturmel. She couldn't. Avery Sweeter just completely missed that, but gets it just over the net. So Hattie Lerwick will serve to Gustav. That's an ace off her hands. Had an uneven platform. When I say platform, that's the hands together and then extended, palms up. Flattens that platform out. Goes to Gustav again. She handles this one. Setting is Donner now. Popped the ball over was Trandle, and then right back was Bruns for the kill. 3-zip CNA scoreboard. Well, I see that Arvada Claremont's sticking around. I don't see Niobrara County. They're the last on the schedule, so it's possible that we're going to have that one, but I don't know where Niobrara County is. There's Sturmel on the attack, and it's long. And I saw Hannah Elk Mountain, the game before the last one, second to last one, head out the building. Gustav just has to free ball it over, then goes under and all the way across and over on the Pine side and then back on her side. So it'll be a point for the Lady Hornets. 5-zip CNA scoreboard. And there's another ace from Lerwick in front of Arthur. Tired feet weren't moving there. Six-zip. High floater at Arthur again. Donner camps underneath the pass. There's a big swing by Trandle. Going to be touched. Side out. Point to Upton. Gustav serving. Lerwick runs, dives, pops it up. Sweeter's going to free ball it over to Arthur. To Donner. Going outside to Lawrence. And she's going to get a kill off of diving hands of Formstrom. Makes it 6-2. High floater to Formstrom. To Bruns. Takes it over into the campfire to Donner. Diving. And then Lawrence right there, but can't get it up. So Sweeter's turn to Arthur. And now free balled over by diving Lawrence. There's Lloyd. Tack up the middle off the arms of Arthur for the kill. 8-zips, or 8-2 CNA scoreboard. Good swing by Lloyd on that one. From the outside. There's an ace out of Sweeter in front of Arthur. 9-2 CNA scoreboard. Sweeter still serving. That one goes to Lawrence. Donner. She's going in the middle to Trandle, and she's going to get a kill down the front of Gray. Didn't get that net sealed. Checking in is Keller. Trandle serving. Lerwick, backside set to Gray. Trandle with the good up to Gustav, and now Donner's just got to free ball it over. There's a set outside to Lloyd. She's going to be stuff blocked, lands behind her. That was Sturmel and Keller on there for the block. 9-4 CNA scoreboard. Trandle serve, handled by the Lady Hornets, and then Lloyd mistimes her jump way too soon, missed the ball. Getting a little antsy after all those swings she's been getting here. There's a short serve into the net. So Trandle comes out, Arthur goes back in, headed back to serve is Katie Bruns. 10-5 CNA scoreboard. Hornets up here in the second set. Bruns to Arthur. Now Arthur with the attack from 10 feet. He's going to go wide right. And Bruns on the serve is going to hit Lazos in the back. And they're all having fun laughing about that one. Seminaire serving. She's not the libero this one, but she's wearing number 8. There's Lloyd going cross court past Gustav for the kill. Big swing there by the sophomore. Avery Gray. Oh, they must have called her in the net. So it's going to stay with Lady Bobcats. 11-7 on the CNA scoreboard after we get everything reset. That serve's going to be handled by Gray. Lloyd goes cross court off Gustav's hands. I've seen that one before. No net that time. 12-7. High floater by Gray in front of Arthur. She can't get there. That's an ace. I think that thing just lull you to sleep. That one looked like a knuckleball right on the back line. Back-to-back aces for Avery Gray. Hard to believe Avery's just a junior. She's been starting since she was a freshman. Lots of these Pine girls have started when they were freshmen. Keller from 6 feet, popped up by Lloyd. Nice hustle by Formstrom. Free ball over by Bruns. Donner, she's going to set a little bit of a roll to Keller coming at her, and Lloyd's going to take it past Keller for the kill on second contact. Forget setting it up, I'm going, she said. 15-7. There's another short serve in front of Arthur. She dives and punches it towards the net, but well left. Arthur handles this one to Donner. Going outside to Lawrence. She's blocked by Lazos. To Gray. Bruns setting up in the middle of Lerwick. She goes left, and it's going to be a kill. We're going to get a net call by Bella Keller. 17-7 CNA scoreboard. The Seminary pops it up in the air. Now Keller from 11 puts it into the net. When you're that tall, you're not used to hitting from 10 feet, 11 and beyond. And so that's one of those that would have been in if she's at the net, but it's in the net because she's so far off it. There's Lawrence on the attack, popped up by Gray off the ceiling. Nice job by Forster to play it there. Lloyd, free ball's over. Arthur to Donner. Takes it over. Forster from there covering up. Bruns takes it into the campfire. Diving for it is similar, but she can't get there. 19-7. Chaychuk coming in. Headed out is Lerwick. 19-7. Younger girls on the court. Arthur dives, free balls it over, and then Lloyd is going to be in the net trying to take it over. Also going to check in. It's going to be Emily Haas. She's coming in for Brunn, so she'll do some setting. Rigby coming in for, nope, not coming in. Rigby went in to go in, but didn't go in. Headed back to serve is going to be Wilson. 19-8 CNA scoreboard. Pine Bluffs in control. Haas the set. Just Chaychuk just free balls it over. Here's Donner. To Keller, goes cross court. Crossed her body, gets the kill. Now we're going to have Rigby come in for Gray. So we got two starters in the libero on the floor for the Lady Hornets here in set 2. 19-9, they're up. But Wilson serving, high floater to Formstrom. Haas to Chaychuk, goes across. Keller on the attack. Formstrom with it up. Haas tracks it down, and now free ball over by Lloyd. Keller to Donner, back to Keller from 5 feet. Stuff blocked. Now Keller takes it deep. Nice coverage there by Rigby. Chaychuk from 10 goes deep. Arthur's there. Donner tries to take it over on first contact and hit the top of the net, and it didn't clear. Sweeter's coming in at 20-9. Back serving is Lloyd. That's juiced and long. Goes to Lazo's. Now back to her, and she's going to free ball it over to Wilson. Donner, and then some confusion, and it does get over. I think that was Trandle that got her hand on it. Lazo's on the attack, goes whale long. 22-11. We have another sub coming in. That's Anna Lerwick coming in for Lazo's. Arthur serving for Upton. And Lloyd jumps up to set the ball, and it went kind of down and to her right. She's playing in the back row. It could have been maybe going to be long, but hard to tell. Arthur, little floater up by Lerwick. Now Chaychuk takes it to the deep corner. Arthur's there. Donner. Gustav. Haas setting outside to Sweeter. Nice dig. Gustav on the attack. She's going to be blocked by Lerwick. Freshman Anna Lerwick getting up on the hops, and now she's going to go and serve. 21-12 CNA scoreboard. There's a big swing out of the middle. Now can't quite free ball that one over with Lloyd. Trandle. Nope. That's Sturmel checking in. 21-13. Donner back serving. High floater. Going to be handled by Lloyd. Haas to Chaychuk in the middle for the kill. So, Pine 3 points away. We got Reef Schneider coming in. We got Lerwick coming in. And we're going to have Gray coming in at 22-13. A little interesting here. Maybe just want to get out of this. Or it's very possible that they want Haas, head coach Travis Werner wants Haas to set to these two starters with Gray and Sweeter in the front row. They go to Sweeter on this one. It's high and wide. Set came off her hands a little wonky, but always a good idea. Checking in Lily Jackson for Upton. Something happens to your starting setter, that backup setter needs to have the experience of setting to these girls, and because each girl likes it a little bit different. Sweeter puts that one into the net. 22-15 CNA scoreboard. There's going to be a ace. Get a number on that one. That's Gustav back serving. 22-16. Haas. She's going to Sweeter. Just long. 23-17. 16. There it is, 17. Gustav serve high to Lerwick. Haas. And now Formstrom's just got a free ball over to Arthur. Donner. She's going outside to Lawrence. Going to be partially blocked by Sweeter, but out of bounds. And now we're at 22-18. You got to ride with the freshman setter. Keep rolling with her. Gustav to Riefschneider. Haas to Gray. Popped up by Donner. Then Arthur. Now free ball. Nope. Gustav can't clear it out. Sweeter's going to go back to serve at 23-18. 2 points away from winning this for Pine. That one goes outside to Trandle. Here comes Haas setting. That's a good set to Lloyd. Partially blocked and popped up by Sturmel. And free ball over by Lawrence. See if they can't set something up here with the freshman Haas. She's going to Sweeter, or to Gray. She's got to get closer to the net. Arthur, and then free balled by Sturmel. There's back row attack by Lerwick, dug out by Gustav. But Donner can't get there to set the ball. Now we're at match point, 24-18. Lawrence, now free balled over. Haas to Gray, and she's going to go off the block of Trandle for the kill. Pine wins this one, 25-18. And let's see what we got coming into the gym. I see the Vikings are coming over. I want to keep it right here for just a second to let you know who I have coming up to broadcast. Might not be anybody. All right, so what we're going to do is, Chris, we're going to send it back to you, and then I will let you know if we're going to have another one. I don't see anybody coming to the benches, so this event might be over. Oh, no. I see Hannah Elk Mountain coming to the bench. So we might have Hannah Elk Mountain and Guernsey, which would be fantastic because I have not yet seen Guernsey. We do have that coming up. Chris, I'm going to send it back to you. I'll shoot you a text when I'm ready for you to bring it back, and we'll have one last one here from the Dogger Dome.